Hi, I'm Michael Brown, celebrity makeup artist here with INIKA Organic, and today I'm talking about eyes. Not just any eyes, party eyes. So I'm going to keep it quite simple but yet effective and add a little bit of shimmer, which I know sometimes can scare you off. So I've got the INIKA Organic Choc Coffee Duo here, which I love because there's a metallic side and then a matte side. And as a makeup artist, you need a little bit of highlight and shade, so the matte is great to start as your base. So with a fluffier but still tapered brush, the Choc side is great to start with. And just literally sweeping it, starting from the center, working inner, and then bringing it up into the whole socket. Starting with a darker shade is actually easier than light, because once you go too light or sparkly, it's very hard to gain back depth. And this brush is great from INIKA because it's big enough for a large area like the whole mobile eyelid, but it's tapered to also be able to get into that socket area. When you look forward, the tapered part is great just to go a little bit higher into that socket to create the perfect base. So the Choc shade has now been applied on both the eyes, but it's great to also mirror image and also apply to the lower lash line with obviously a smaller little brush. Just tap the excess and we just want to place right where the lower lash line is, just to continue that Choc shade around the entire eye. It's also a great tip if you have puffiness naturally on the lower part of your eye, the under eye area. You can also make the underline a little bit wider or longer so that it almost depuffs the eye for you, being a shading product. And also just looking forward, if you have more of a heavy lid, it's great to also do your eyeshadow when your eyes are open so you can really accentuate the crease line. So now we have the Choc shade on both eyes, top and the lower lash line, and of course the intensity is up to yourself and where you're going. The second shade, the metallic of the duo, I'm just going to apply, and with that brush, see how I'm getting a little bit on the brush, tap off excess and work it across the mobile lid. I'm actually really pressing it into the lid so we don't get any fallout. If you do lighter movements and flick the brush, it may fall to the lower lash line. It's almost like massaging it into that mobile lid just to create some light and brighten that Choc shade we just applied. So using the same metallic shade with an angled brush, I also love to use a little bit on the lower lash line but in the inner corner of the eye. We still want the depth on the outer edge just to get some lift there, but just to really bring in that party look, adding metallic into the central area of the lower lash line can just add a little bit of fun. A little trick I love is to really highlight the inner corner of the eye around where the tear duct is and use something a bit brighter, and even a bit of contrast is great to really show off the area. So the Mineral Loose Dust are my favourite little eyeshadows. A pinpoint brush, and you just need the smallest amount, just dabbing on the inner part of the eye there. You can really see what it does to the eye. So the gold dust you can see really made the eyes pop in the inner corner. Also great to take away from any dark shadows you may have under the eye. Now the eye's looking great, but we can go even more fun and add Pink Fetish, another loose mineral eyeshadow, just in the center of the eye. So grab a product with the brush, once again dust off excess, right on that central point where light hits the eyeball. You can see how it just jazzes up the central part of the eye. So start on the eyeball and just slightly take it into the socket, but we don't want to take away the depth we have on the outer corner. It's more of a brightener and it's a fun pop of a colour. So now we have our party eyes, they're popping, we've got highlight and shade, we look amazing. We already had brows and mascara on, including complexion products, but I'm going to re-add some of the long lash vegan INIKA Organic mascara. Separate and comb through these lower lashes just to get a little bit extra depth and a smokier vibe. Now my final step for any type of evening glamour party makeup is adding a little bit extra highlight, and the Baked Illuminizer and Dewdrop is amazing. It has a gold reflex, so it's great for a maximum skin tone, but even a paler skin with a lot of pink because it would neutralize the pink. So a fan brush is my favorite. Just a little bit on that, tap off excess, work across the front of the cheekbone. We can also go down the center of the face, across the top of the Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, and don't forget the collarbones, and you'll see the light reflecting and give more of a three-dimensional look to your party eyes.